This is the world's laziest Samsung Galaxy S7 review. I'm just going to get started because what are intros? The phone is premium because, well, Samsung finally figured it out by the S7. It's nicely curved so it fits in your hand and there's no sharp edges to really bite it. The buttons are solid and the screen's great. It's 1440p, got nice bright colors. The brightness is also good. And there is a accurate screen mode if you want that. Looks great in the VR headset. One tiny weird thing is that at low brightnesses, you can notice the screen flickers a tiny bit when you move it, and you'll notice that when you scroll, there's a bit of a streak behind it on a dark background. That's just the way AMOLED works. As far as the rest of the phone, you've got a ancient-ass micro USB port, a headphone jack that gets both quiet and loud, a quiet, crappy speaker, so at least it saves the ears of everyone else that's stuck on the bus with you. Back here, there is the NFC coil. It's not up here, it's down here, which is nice and confusing. And the NFC coil only sends out a pulse every second, so you have to hold it there for a little bit longer. It makes it nice and awkward when you're trying to pay. There's also Samsung Pay with MST, so it sends a magnetic signal like you're swiping a card, so that's nice. And it also can do fast wireless charging if you're okay with annihilating your battery's lifetime. No IR blaster up top, but this is a different kind of IR blaster. It's the proximity sensor that also can send a barcode, so you can scan it like it's an actual coupon or rewards card. You're also going to need to put a glass protector on this screen if you want it to not get scratched and cracked. You crack it, you got to replace the whole thing, $350. This is the only good protector you can buy. It's by Amfilm, costs $12, and when you crack it, you can send them a picture and they'll send you a new one, only once per purchase. Now for the software, it's laggy. In fact, the lag starts with a fingerprint sensor. It takes just a nice hot second to work. There's also lots of lag when you scroll. If you don't really care about this stuff, then it's fine. But if you're nitpicky, then you're going to notice it because here, everything that's above the line is less than 60 FPS. And if you're going around the home screen, then it really starts to hurt. So that's going to make it suck a bit. Samsung has tons of features though. There's a theme engine to swap out this light theme for a dark theme. You can install Swift Installer and have a completely blacked out app, which is really nice. Quick settings are nice. Samsung also has gesture apps that they make officially. You could also have the Good Lock app that swaps out your multitasking screen, your lock screen for cooler looking ones. The phone gets updates every month, which is nice, keeps it patched up. And the big reason why you're going to want to buy Samsung is that it doesn't have big bad bugs. So I had to return a Moto X4 because Android Auto just kept crashing. This phone would reboot randomly and then a month later they patched it. Some app doesn't work, then they'll patch it. They really want to make sure the phone works right, but you're going to be stuck on Oreo forever, even though the Note 7 with the exact same hardware just got an update past it. The camera on this phone is fantastic. It autofocuses instantly, which everyone already talked about. There's not much shutter lag, if any. The app's always in RAM, which means it launches instantly. And the video recording is good. It goes up to 4K, but the dirty secret is it can technically do 4K 60 if you have the international model with the Exynos processor, like this one is. This AT&T logo is just a glass back. It's still an Exynos. However, to do that, you have to hack the phone, which means rooting it, which means losing Knox protection, which means Samsung Pay is broken, and the secure mode where you can stash your porn is broken. The panoramas are also garbage. Just install the Google app and get used to the lag. The battery on this phone is also really mediocre. You can hit 4 hours screen on time if you really stretch it 5, but that's not great. The S9 I got can now last 5 easy. So that's going to really make this phone a question mark for some people. Call quality is fine, selfie camera is fine. Overall, if you're going to buy a used phone, the S7's pretty okay. Samsung always makes good phones and there's never anything super wrong with it. But there's always going to be small things like these buttons that your palm will catch when you try to hold it sideways. The laggy fingerprint reader, the software that's laggy and won't get updates past Android 8. So if you care about that, don't get this phone. But if you want some cool features, get a new mid-range. But if you just want a solid phone and you want to pick up something used, then get the S7. It's pretty solid.